Hello. We're back. We are back. Hype, thank you for the follow, mate. Let's add some names to the board behind me, shall we, for the recording we're about to do. Just finishing off Plicky Sandwich. Let's do Tom Richardson. Let's do Snafu and John. It sits on its last legs. Bow, 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 bow. Do 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 do. There we go. 3 new names for all behind me. Do 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 do. Right, we believe. We believe we know who we're going to sign. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it, Leonie? Not necessarily what you're after there, is it? That sort of advice. Hey Callum, hey Dragon. Welcome to the stream, or the second part of the stream. We've just been live for 2.5 hours. More than, probably. Nearly 3 with F1. Going to enjoy the stream in the sun with a 99 flake. Perfect. Although, a 99 with a flake is not far off £600 these days either, is it? Let's also save that footage from the Formula 1 Grand Prix and upload it to the thingy. F1 S4 24 Abu Dhabi. Pardon me. Hello again, Davidinky. Lurking a bit during the F1 stream, never really a fan, but the segment you watched was really entertaining. Glad to hear it, Dragon. The the F1 save is now over. Unfortunately, that was the last race of the entire cycle, but we will be back with more F1 content at the end of May. F1 will return. So, we believe we know who we're going to sign. We're looking for, if I show the squad, looking for a backup goalkeeper, of whom we don't think we have so far, I don't believe. We're looking for a backup or starting left back, probably backup. We're looking for a starting right back. We're looking for a backup centre back. We're looking for a midfielder. We're looking for a winger, and we're looking for one, if not two, strikers. Someone mentioned that I didn't update Clark Adur's age in the squad battle correctly, so let's double check that. Clark, are you 31, sir? You are. I didn't do Adur, did I? Because we'd already done his contract. That's why I wouldn't have done it. Not necessarily an overhaul, just a slight upgrade, increasing the quality of squad depth. I'm not anticipating the sort of transfer window we had last season, put it that way. So on the shortlist for those positions, we have the following. No goalkeepers on the list. At right back, potentially Mulder on a free. Who looks decent. He's 31, got some experience, obviously. Don't know where Mulder has... been previously in his career. Mert Mulder is a first teamer for Fenerbahce at the minute. IRL. Played for Rapid Vienna, Sassuolo, and now Fenerbahce. I was born in Vienna. I was born in Austria. Long-time Fenerbahce fan since childhood, so now plays for them. Mulder's multilingual, speaking 5 languages fluently. Turkish and German as main languages, English in education, and Bosnian and Serbian fluently. Damn. He's a clever boy. Then our preferred at right back is Noah Mikic, who's on a 2-year loan spell at SAD in Portugal from Union Berlin, who we are going to take over the loan from with a view to buying at the end of the contract. So, and he will become our starting right back. Noah Mikic. Alternative options include Bright Asai Samuel, who's currently at Braga, and Kane Kessler Hayden, who's currently at Middlesbrough. We do need to look through the relegated sides first. With regards to centre-back, we're looking at Husic, potentially for backup in that position. There's also Hughes we could buy, but trying to save money where we can. I think there's a left back that we could play at centre back as well, potentially, was there? Yeah. Damien van der Haar is slightly younger and better in the tackle, so we will probably be looking to bring him in on a free to be the backup centre back. At left back, we were looking at Eric, potentially, if we've got enough money left to bring him in to start over Adaramola. In midfield, goes without saying, or actually Holm was a player we were thinking about getting as well, because he's just good everywhere. He could play in every position. We were looking in midfield at Leighton Clarkson. We will look to buy Leighton Clarkson and bring him into the club. We do have Jiawi Cisse as an option as well, if we feel like we need a free agent in that position. If we lose someone, maybe, perhaps. In the wide positions, we're looking at Raresh Ili as a backup winger, who looks like he could be pretty good. Only 27. Gaetano is another potential central midfielder we could look at. There was someone else that we didn't point out. I know it was I was thinking of the right mid. Holm could come in as a backup at right mid as well, because he's pretty good everywhere other than finishing. But he could play anywhere really. Be a very good squad player. Although Gaetano on a free would probably be better. Maybe. Not sure. Then obviously up top, goes without saying that we're going to look to bring in a certain Mr. Lancashire, because he is our prime target. But Kieron Bowie, former player Kieron Bowie, is on the transfer list at Hoffenheim. So we're going to look to try and bring him back on the cheap, and that will be unbelievable squad depth. So I do still need to find a backup goalkeeper. So let's just have a quick look at who might be available goalkeeper-wise. Don't know as there was anyone when we looked. Daniel Everson's 73 rated, but it's probably not going to be good enough. Only 70 positioning. Marcel Lotka would want to start, so he's not going to be the one. I wouldn't want to start him. Need someone that's like 74 or 5 rated, really. Mikic does look very good, you're right. Moroccan goalkeeper regen. Who's the Moroccan number 1? Bono? Maybe? It's Bono, isn't it? Or Bunu? I think. Boo Boo. So we look like we're probably going to end up having to buy a backup goalkeeper. That's not a problem. Don't really want any youth prospects yet. We're trying to use real life players for as long as we can, really, before we look to the regen market, so to speak. No, yeah, Holm is very intriguing. He's like a Milner, isn't he? So let's have a look at the teams that got relegated last year from the Premier League back down to the Championship, which was Bournemouth. No. 80 rated, unfortunately, Nuno Tavares. McLaren's might be an idea for right back, although Mikic is just the one for right back, isn't he? Mikic is the one. In midfield, Kluivert would be fantastic. I'd love to use Justin Kluivert at some point in the save. So by January, he could come in as a backup winger, maybe. Still got Tommy Lee. I say that surprised, as if he left like years ago when he didn't. Coburn is 78 at Bournemouth right now, and I believe they're starting striker, so he wasn't able to fire in the goals to keep them up, evidently. Jebison is transfer listed for them. It's Bournemouth, Hull and Ipswich that came down. 34-year-old Angus Gunn, although again only 70 positioning. Timothée Lotutala could be a decent pickup as a backup goalkeeper. Second and or third. They just got 4 goalkeepers that are basically the same quality. 97 kicking on Pandor. The fuck? So he could be a cheap pickup at goalkeeper. Giles maybe as a backup. Is Ryan Giles any good defensively? Amazing. he does have anticipate. Håkon Evian. Switch with the other side to get relegated, won't they? Daniel Radnerty, 23 at 76 rated. Again, he'd probably want to start. That's the only thing. Alfie Doherty could be a pickup for left back, maybe. Would Alfie Doherty be better than Ada Ramola? His contract's expiring, so he'll be quite cheap. They signed an 87 rate Fardiol and still got relegated. RIPU. Our old Luca. Karamoko Dembele, wow. Scott, 84. Struikens, 84. How teams like this end up getting relegated is beyond me. Petar Sucic, 83. He was with him in the Championship, Sami Smodics. Still at the club. Not many goals in that front line though, is there? Maybe that's why they got relegated, despite the good defence. See what goalkeepers are available in the Championship. Actually, let's have a look at League One first, because if there's a League One goalkeeper we can sign that's decent, then that would be great. Bring him up 2 divisions to be on the bench in the Premier League. Okonkwo? Oh, he's got good position, but he's just rubbish at everything else, isn't he? Don't quite know how Okonkwo has got. Oh, Sam Tickle. Sam Tickle at backup, 3.4 million, with a contract expiring and will be available cheaper. Yep, there you go, there's our backup goalkeeper. Mr. Tickle. You are indeed in the firing line for spoilers, yes. The playoff special, season finale plus, I suppose, after yesterday was the regular season finale, is going out in an hour and a half's time, so you will have spoilers for what happens in the playoffs. If you are wanting to avoid spoilers, then by all means dip. If you don't mind spoilers, then by all means stick around. So I'm going to get Tickle then. That's that decision made. That's easy enough, isn't it? Right, I think we're ready to record actually. Ladies and gentlemen, at the risk of spoiling you, if you haven't seen the last episode that was on Friday, although I'm sure the title and thumbnail will spoil it for you, welcome to the Premier League. Bradford City are once more a Premier League side. In the RTG last year, we got to the Premier League in Season 7, or for Season 7, which is what we've done here. We did get relegated in that save. It was the last season we did on FC24 as a whole, and we got relegated in that final season. We are looking to avoid that this year if we possibly can. We have sizable budget at our disposal. We have positions we need to improve in, positions we'd like to improve in, some surprise transfers on the way, and hopefully A significantly improved squad yet again, although this is more evolution rather than revolution, as was the case last summer window. We're in a position now as a Premier League side that we can reject bids from almost anyone outside of the elite clubs. So hopefully, none of the elite clubs bid for any of our players in this window. I can tell you that we are looking for a backup goalkeeper, a starting or backup left back. Ignore the transfer request for Adamola, that's just a game bug. He complained about not playing any games when he was playing every game. We need a backup centre-back because Longos and Hoya are going to remain our starting centre-backs. We need a starting right-back because Lucas Stevenson is going to be back up for us this year. We're going to look for another centre-mid because Gabe Wadsworth and Ardor, I don't feel like are going to do the job for us this year. We've just brought them with us to the Premier League so that we've got some League 2 originals with us in the Premier League. But certainly we could do with the quality. Then out wide, we've got Ford and Kanadu. I need more depth. That's where a surprise signing comes in. And of course, we need a striker because Will Lancashire last year was only on loan. But Will Lancashire expressed his desire to stay during that loan spell. And we're going to try and sign Will Lancashire from Spurs. That will be the first port of call because, quite frankly, I haven't got any strikers. So we'll get that one done before we advance anywhere. I will show you the options I have on my shortlist once I've shown you how much money I've got to spend to bring them in. For the first time in this save, we have utilised the TV money. We were in a fortunate position being at such a big club in League 2 that we didn't need to use any of the TV money in League 2 or League 1 to help, or the Championship to help with our finances. Next year in the RTG, where we're going to be making things significantly more difficult for ourselves with a significantly less financially affluent club, we will need to use that TV revenue. Of course, this will all be updated for next year when we move on to the next season. So, that £79 million for the TV money is added. We added it last season to ensure that we remembered to pay tax on it. So our tax bill last season was monstrous. And it leaves us with a financial situation at present of this. The bank balance is 106.5 million. Factor in 18 million of that is already allotted for the remainder of the stadium purchase. We could split that into a further 9 million and 9 million if the needs be, but we'd like to get it paid all up front. We will be moving into a new stadium at the beginning of Season 8. 75% is the transfer budget available from the bank balance when you're in the Premier League as per the rules of the save. So, nearly 80 million in the transfer budget. 20% wage overspend is allowed now that we're in the Premier League as well. We have trebled manually the wage budget from the last season coming into this season. We did the same in the RTG last year. We're doing the same this year just to make up for the game's outrageously disproportional wages for Premier League players. Plus, of course, if it were real life, you'd see the wage budget go up by more than 25%, moving from the Championship to the Premier League. So it's jumped. We've trebled it from 181 to 543. £543,000 in the wage, which is still a tiny wage budget for the Premier League, of which we have 263,000 left. I think I still need to move Malcolm Duff and Lewis Hayward back to us via the squad tracker. But my signings plan is as follows. Backup goalkeeper, we're going to look to bring Sam Tickle from Wigan in League 1 to the Premier League to be my backup. He's very well rated. Only 28 as well. We'll probably want to start a few games, but we'll be involved in cup football and the occasional Premier League game as well. We do, if he doesn't get signed, have the opportunity to go for Timothée Lotutala, who's a backup goalkeeper at Hull, who got relegated from the Premier League last year. They are now in the Championship again, so for him to be back up in the Premier League again would surely be of appeal to him. But obviously Tickle's lower value and significantly lower wages will be of a bonus to us. Right back, we're looking to do something we've not done in the save before, but something I have done in Football Manager, and thus something that is realistic. Noah Mikic is on a 2-year loan from Union Berlin in Germany to AVS SAD in Portugal. We're going to look to take over that loan, using the live editor obviously, and loan to buy him for this upcoming season. We will then pay a fee at the end of this year, an inflated fee at the end of this year because we've taken over the loan, and he will be our go-to starting right back moving forward for the rest of this season, and potentially at only 23 years of age, the rest of this save. We do have alternatives should that not be able to be done. Bright Asai Samuel is an ageing but still very, very quick, so not worried about his physicals falling off. At 32 years of age at Braga, Bright Asai Samuel, very fast, still decent technically, and obviously loads of play styles as well. And then Kesler Hayden is kind of the better of the league below option, who's still pretty decent to be fair, but obviously not as good as the others we're considering bringing in. There is Mert Mulder as well, who we could sign on a free. He's an option maybe for left back as well, to be fair, with a 4-star weak foot. But we're going to hold off on definitively signing a left back at the minute. Centre back, we're looking for a backup. I've loved Presnel Kimpembe from Brighton if he's transfer listed, but obviously he's too highly rated. Husic is an option, although he's not great. Defensive awareness of 76 for him, and tackling stats are okay. Hughes is obviously a player we've had on our shortlist for a while, but he's going to be expensive, so not looking to sign him at this stage. The standout player for us is actually a left back who can play at centre back, but he is more of a centre back. It's Damien van der Haar, who, as you can see, definitely doesn't have left back stats, with 79 defensive awareness, better in the pass, much better aerially, and better in the tackle. He'll make a great centre-back option. At left-back, we're thinking about maybe bringing Alfie Doherty in to start ahead of Adaramola. That would probably be the last deal that we do looking for the left-back, depending on how much money we've got left. Doherty of Ipswich, who got relegated back down to the Championship as well last year. There's also an option of Eric from Augsburg. He is from the United Arab Emirates. Would be the first UAE national that we will have signed in any save, as far as I can recall. Moving on from there, the midfield, you guys kind of know what we're looking to do there. Leighton Clarkson is the one we want to bring in for sure. I would have loved Kiernan Dewsbury Hall on a free, but he's slightly too highly rated. 79 is our cap for this transfer window. If he's still available on a free in January, we might well pull the trigger on that one. Emil Holm is a player that doesn't excel anywhere in particular, other than physically, but could play in pretty much every position on the pitch other than striker and in goal. So if we need a squad player, he's going to be a go-to for sure. And if we've got the money, he might well come in too. We're going to be bulking the squad out here rather than gutting it to then refill it, I think, in this window. And like I said, we're going to be bullish in the transfer window with regards to rejecting bids. With regards to backup winger, looking at Raresh Ili, free agent, Romanian, looks pretty decent. If we want to buy someone, then Luis Sinistera is available from a now relegated and Championship again, Bournemouth, although he might well want to start. To be fair, would probably justify starting ahead of Shaq Ford, but Shaq Ford had a very good season last year, so not looking to replace him in the 11 at the moment. Another backup midfield option, if we can't get others through, is Gianluca Gaetano. Will be a centre mid, not a winger, even though he does have the pace and could play out wide if we needed him to. And then at striker, obviously we said that we're going to look to bring, where are you, sir? Not Ronnie Stutter. Will Lancashire back to the club. He's going to come in as our starting striker. We're going to get that deal done as the first one we do. But guess who's available on the transfer list after we sold him last year? Hello, Kieron Bowie. Hoffenheim have transfer listed him. So I think it's quite within the realms of possibility for us to go and pick Kieron Bowie up again. He won't start ahead of Lancashire. He won't start ahead of Kanadu. But could we get a better backup that we're familiar with? Absolutely bloody not. So they are going to be the first two signings that I make in the opening part to this transfer window. They reckon I could get a bid of 9 million for a 16 million pound valued player, which I think is nonsense. So I'm going to bid 12 and see what Tottenham say. I feel like the valuations that players have in FC this year don't actually mean anything. Will Lancashire for £12 million be a bargain? Currently on £60,000 a week though, but we should be able to get him to sign a slot. He's on £77,000 a week. He signed a new deal at Spurs and he's on more wages than he was. He was £62,000 a week when we signed him on loan last year. And now He's on more. He wants a release clause of 43.6 million. I will counter that. We've not had anyone with a release clause thus far in the save. They're not wanting to budge really on the release clause at all. It has been an issue with FC over the years, or FIFA over the years, that they don't really show much budging in the release clause. But 47.5, I'm happy to agree to. And wage-wise, hopefully he'll take a wage cut. He'll understand that we are at a club that is significantly less flush than Spurs. But £45,000 would certainly make him the highest earner at the club. And £45,000 is a wage that he will sign with a £500,000 signing on fee. Will Lancashire is in again. Would be quadruple our money if we bring him in, if we sell him for the release fee, sorry. So don't mind that at all. Will Lancashire, release that. 100%. £45,000, 4-year deal. 12,000,007. Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, we would like to register him, please. We will give him the number 9. We'll do squad numbers in a minute. And it was a... actually, we need to do rent on stadium because we increased that to £625,000, didn't we, at the end of the last season? And then signing bonus of £500,000. Let's just go. Change season? What do you mean change season? Thank you, Baronimo, for the 14th month, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Oh, never mind. That'll do us for now. So that should update here. And it has done. Right, what I need to do first, actually, is in the financial hub, change our match ticket sales to £50. And we need to figure out a boost in... are you ready? Contract length. Sorry. We need to boost our season ticket prices. Now, season ticket prices go up by 40% in the Premier League as per the rules. So I'm going to have to do some maths here. 502.20 divided by 100 times 140 is £703.08. Then let me just do that here as well. Times 140. 616.89. Times that by 140. Oh no, I did the wrong figure. Well done, Ches. You're an idiot, sir. Times 140 equals £535.58p. Then £50 and 40p. Times 140 becomes £70 and 56p. We're now making £4.7 million on season ticket revenue. Lovely. Right, let me just check what happens if Duff and Hayward are still out on loan or not. Doing a realism save with Huddersfield at the minute is fun. Are you doing it with our spreadsheet data or just in general? Hayward and Duff are still on loan, so that's fine. That's correct then. With a spreadsheet, nice. Right, Kieron Bowie. 13 million is his valuation. Or let's rephrase, 30 million is their asking price, which is his valuation. It just so happens to be. We sold him for 13.5. Now he's transfer listed, so I'm going to bid significantly below. And we'll see what they say. Are they going to negotiate from there? They want 11.7. See if they'll come down to 9.7 and meet me in the middle-ish from where we were. And they will. That we are very happy with. He's on £33,500 a week over in Germany. Wants crucial. I'll offer him important. He'll probably ask for crucial again. That's fine. He's going to be very heavily involved in everything that happens here at the club moving forward, obviously, in the Premier League era. No release clause suits me down to the ground. He's not going to give me an idea of what he wants wage-wise. I'll offer him what he's currently on, 33.5. If we can get away with not giving him any more, then I will. And we can. Oh, we can't. The wage you're offering, Bowie, is a bit of an insult, to be honest. My client won't be joining your club. I've offered you exactly what you're currently on, Kieron. Your agent's a knobhead. Okay. Kieron Bowie wants a significantly increased wage. Well, we shall have to wait a week to get that one done then, won't we? Screw agents in football. £33,500 is a Prem wage, as far as I'm concerned, for a newly promoted club. Right, in that case, let's go and get a slightly lesser deal done. Mr. Tickle, would you like to join from Wigan as a backup goalkeeper? He'll probably ask to be important or crucial, actually, but just because of the nature of the rating in the game. They want 3 million plus a 10% sell-on clause. I'll remove the sell-on clause, and you could just have 3.1 instead, which they should accept, which they do. Mr. Tickle is going to come in from Wigan. That is going to be a very capable backup, actually. We're effectively going to have two goalkeepers of similar rating and similar capability. I'll give him important because he will get quite a bit of football, and he wants me to quadruple his wages. I mean, I get it. We're Premier League now. 27,500 with 220. 27,500 with a £220 signing fee. We have signed Mr. Tickle. Was it 27.5 on a 3-year deal? 3.310000. Season 7. Wigan Athletic. Yes, we'd like to register him, please. That's Mr. Tickle through the door. It's Sam Tickle, isn't it? Yeah. Right, next port of call is going to be the central midfielder of... Where are you, sir? Oh, I'm still on left mids. I saw the C and thought I was on midfielders. I'm not. Hello. There he is. Leighton Clarkson. £15 million valuation, apparently, at Aberdeen at the moment. We will probably have to pay close to that, I would have thought. But we'll always be a little bit cheeky. I do think the market values are a little bit off. in-game because they always seem to accept below market value. 13.9 is what they're countering with here. If you'll let me have him for 13, we have a deal. We have a deal. Leighton Clarkson, currently on £11,000 in the Scottish Premiership. One imagines he's probably going to want about 40-ish. He's going to be... I'll offer him important, actually, if he'll sign that. He wants crucial, that's fine. We'll have to offer him about Lancashire level wages, I think. No release clause suits me down to the ground. And he's asked for 39.5, which is, of course, about Lancashire. I'll remove the bonus. And how about just 40 grand on the dot, lad? £350,000 signing fee. Done! This window is coming together very quickly indeed. He's going to come in as a cam, isn't he? Uh, 79. Leighton Clarkson. 28. £40,000 a week. 3-year deal. 100%. We paid 13 million. Season 7 from Aberdeen. Yes. New star player. I agree. I very much agree. You can bugger off. Don't need you anymore. Next port of call is going to be the right back. Noah Mikic is going to be an upgrade on what we've already got rather than a backup as we've signed with Bowie, or tried to sign with Bowie, and have signed with Mr. Tickle. So I currently have, at the minute, £51.8 million left. Now bear in mind we're going to have to pay 13 or so for Bowie. Again, try and renegotiate that. So that will take that down to less than 40. Wage-wise, might have to take just the 50 out of that to pay for Bowie if he's going to walk out on 33 and a half. We might be able to get him for 45-ish. So I've got to factor my other business in now because things are going to get a little bit complicated. Or I could perhaps spend more than I am looking to on too many deals before we're able to get everybody in that we want to. So we'll terminate that loan with Noah Mikic, as would happen in real life. Union would terminate the loan with Sad, and then we will loan him with a view to buying him later down the line for an increased fee. So wage-wise, he's on £28,000. Market value is 19 million. We will look to loan. They are going to let me loan him, and it will be a loan to buy. So we'll save some money on his wages in the meantime. I'll ask to pay 40% of his wages if I can. They want 60. We'll try and negotiate 50. That's fine. £14,000 a week. They should agree. They do. And the transfer fee. Now, we're going to pay an inflated fee here. He said I could get him for like 10, I think, in that previous window. But we'll offer 25, which is significantly higher than his current valuation. 25% or so higher than his current valuation. And that... or more than 25% of his current valuation, and that is going to be, hopefully, Noah Mikic joining us as well. We can trigger that deal at any point with the loan to buy, but we'll do it at the end of the season, or we'll do it at the point where we feel like we can afford to lose the money. Because at the minute, obviously, I'm now not factoring in that transfer budget now, but I am going to have to factor in that for the transfer budget at the end of the season. And factor in the season balance as well for the stadium too. So Mikic is going to add a curveball to this a little bit later down the line. We'll add him to the list when he actually officially joins and accepts the bid. Right. Outside of that, I definitely wanted to bring in... where are you, sir? Van der Haar on a free. Apparently he'd want monstrous wages. We'll disagree with that entirely. But obviously coming in at Premier League level, he wants important. Hopefully in his sign rotation, that's fine. Doesn't matter if he doesn't. He's coming in technically as a left back at the same rating as our current starting left back. Obviously, we're going to move him to centre back. No release clause is obviously agreeable still, and wage-wise, it recommends 57. I'll offer 38, and he will accept 38 with some bonuses. So let's just do 40 on the nose. That's 50 chairs, and remove the bonus. It would have been easier to do it the other way, but never mind, I've done it now. 40 grand, will he accept 40 grand on the nose? No, he wants 44 grand and the bonus. 41 and the bonus. 41 and the bonus of, what was it, £380,000. We have a backup centre-back and a strong defensive unit now, and even more so when Mikic joins, and then hopefully, if we've got the money left, a new left-back too. Damien van der Haar. Uh, 76 rated. Damien van der Haar, 26. What do we offer him? 41 and a half. On a 3-year deal, I think it was. 0-7 free agent. I will train him as a centre back, yes. Signing on fee was 380, was it? A quick check. 380. Right, with Van der Haar in, we shall quickly change his development plan to try and change him to a centre-back, which is going to take 2 weeks. Wunderbar, that'll be excellent. We'll train Mr. Tickle as well, who has peaked evidently, but not a problem. Bergstrom has not peaked. Bergstrom is going to grow, which is excellent news. So that's going to be the centre-back line sorted. Right back, we anticipate being sorted when Mikic agrees to come on loan and then join permanently later on. Midfield is sorted. Striker is sorted. I just need to get Bowie in, and then we can think about what to do at left back with what money we have remaining. Loan player expired. Oh, that's just a bug as part of the live editor. Right, moving forward then. Let's see if anyone comes in for any of our players. I don't anticipate that they will, but stranger things have happened. And of course, we will agree to join a pre-season tournament in some regard very soon. But this is going to be Noah Mikic agreeing to join us. Good. He looks exactly the same as Will Lancashire, unless that's Will Lancashire coming through the door. No, Noah Mikic looks exactly the same as Will Lancashire. Excellent. Almost identical in-game. Just as Will Lancashire was identical in-game to Gabe Wadsworth, if it weren't for the facial hair. It seems we found one of the go-to very basic-looking faces that the FC devs use. We've gone from having twins to triplets. For fuck's sake. So Mikic is in. $79. Noah Mikic. 23. He's on £28,000 a week on a currently 1-year loan deal. In on loan from Union Berlin. And we're paying 50% of his wages. Let's see if he looks exactly the fucking same. What a farce. Hello, Benno. How are you, my man? You're not wrong, long time no speak. Probably about 4 years. All good, thank you, mate. How are you, my dude? We've had a bid for Adaramola. Yeah, get out of it. Yes, I've reviewed the board objectives. Don't care. Yes, I've reviewed my scouting network. Don't care. Yes, I've reviewed my training. Oh. Yes, I've reviewed my training plans. Don't care. Don't give a fuck about the youth tournament either. Stevenson is growing. He's now a fullback plus and will grow in 1 week's time. Excelente. Wait and see what happens after that. Review bid for Adaramola. Do I use? I'm just going to use the live editor to take him off the transfer list, I think. Transfer listed? No. And you're right. Thank you for that, Ched. We do need to take or to release what's his face. Where are you, dear? Mr. Ruiz. Bye. Ben, thank you very much for using your primer, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Glad you're well, my man. And Suede, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, making it 6 total for you in the channel. Todd, Ask, or I'm Askia, Cheeky Pringle, Data, and Kino. Welcome to the Kino. Welcome to the gang, lads. Let's see. Let's save that actually before we go any further. And budget stuff. So just wages and shirts, wages and shirt sales. Our wage tally at the moment is 448,195. And we made, well, what's half of 1.31 million? £655,000. Half of £655,000 is 327.5. I think. But yeah, we will check what Lancashire's potential is. Let's see what the whole squad's potential is, shall we? Teams. Brad. So potential of 80 on Longors, potential of 86 on Canadu, 82 for Mikic, 81 for Lancashire, 80 for Clarkson. So Canadu is going to be the measuring stick this season. Thank you, Darkware. That's what I put, wasn't it? Yeah, good. Hooray for maths. Longors is 80 potential. Oh well, exactly the same again. What are the chances? I've had a bid for Lucas Bergstrom, although it's from St Troidents. I wonder whether he'd like to go there. I don't think so. Right, let's go and get Kieron Bowie again then, shall we? We've been waiting to try and get that deal done, waiting for time to pass by, and provided he's not joined anyone else yet, we will get the job done. Where are you, Kieron? There he is. What did we agree before? I can't even remember what the fee was we agreed before. We'll just do it again. It was 11 something, wasn't it, I think? I'll bid 11. They'll accept 11. All right. Bowie for 11. I honestly can't remember what it was previously. Right, this time, one imagines you're going to want 4 years, take it to this 31. Now, give me an idea of what you want wage-wise, and that'll help, won't it? No, you're not going to come in with any sort of thing, any sort of idea again. Okay, how about 43,000? Can we negotiate something from there? You want 53 plus bonuses. How about 50? How about 50 plus the 490? 57 plus the 490. How about 55 plus the 490? Well, he's rinsing me as Kieron Bowie, but for £55,000 a week and £490,000 signing on fee, bloody hell, he will join. Kieron Bowie is Kieron Backy. The Starman returns. So I'm actually going to have to put Kieron Bowie return in here, aren't I? Insert. Kieron Bowie is 78 rated. Make that Kieron Bowie brackets return. It's 27 now. So £55,000 a week on a 4-year deal. We sign him for, I'm paying 100% of his wages, sign him for 11 million, season 7, TSG, Hoffenheim. And yes, we would like to register him, please. Alright, I've got 40 million left in the transfer budget. 40,000 left in the wage budget and 64 million left in the bank balance. Factor in 25 of that, and that has to go towards Mikic at the end of the season. So that leaves me 15 million in the transfer budget and 39 left in the bank balance. Then take another 18 out the bank balance for the stadium. That leaves me 21-ish at present, obviously, to play with. Factoring in or not factoring in all of the money we'll make throughout the course of the season on season tickets and match tickets and shirt sales, etc. We have upped our season ticket prices by 40% as per the rules of the save. So an adult season ticket now costs £703. Concession ticket is £616. An under 18 is £535 and an under 12 is £70. And our match tickets have gone up to £50 per week as a Premier League side. So we're now going to be making roughly £800,000 a week rather than the previous £500,000 a week we were making in match ticket sales. And Kieron Bowie is Kieron Backy, and our star man returns to the club. So I'll let things play out from here. We do still need a backup left back, but we've got our backup goalkeeper in. I don't know how we changed it to a centre back, of course. So we've got 2 right backs, we've got our 4 centre backs, got all the midfielders in we want, we've got all the forwards in we want. So I might now contemplate loaning in a winger, and I might contemplate a left back, but who and at what level, I'm not sure on either front. Maybe I'll leave that open to you guys in the YouTube comment section. We'll wait and see how the window progresses from here, but for the time being, we will progress from here. Yeah, I might prefer to loan a winger rather than sign someone permanently. But you're right, we do need to do the development plans for the new players. Mikic we can grow because we're going to commit to buying him, although apparently he's peaked. Oh no, 29 weeks as a fullback. Nice. That's where I'm going to play him as well. Clarkson. We'll go for deep line playmaker just to improve those passing stats. His finishing is already definitely good enough. Bula. Lancashire. Target forward. Advanced forward. Bowie. He's already inside forward, isn't he? Right mid inside forward or right wing inside forward. Let's do right. Well, right wing inside forward is already ++. Well, let's go right mid inside forward then. We'll check, Daniel. We'll check in due course. There we go. Change to centre-back. Van der Haar is now a 77 rated centre-back, which is perfect. He's gone up a level. Superb. One thing that I'm terrified about now, though, is the fact that we've had a bid from Sevilla for Sondra Longos. Our current captain might well be about to leave us. Sevilla aren't the elite of the elite, but Sevilla are certainly bigger than they're kind of the tier under the elite of the elite, aren't they? And we would definitely have to consider selling to Sevilla for sure. If they've got European football, I dare say we might have to sell Longos to Sevilla. I'm going to check the previous episode to see what the position for Sevilla was in La Liga.
We have for the
League
first
2,
time
Serie A, Eredivisie, La Liga. Sevilla finished. Sevilla weren't in the top 8 in La Liga. No European football at Sevilla, and seemingly a significantly lesser squad at Sevilla, an underperforming Sevilla. I think maybe we can turn that bid down for Longos. That's surprising, but a very welcome surprise. We'll see who else they've got in their defensive setup at Sevilla, but I think I might be turning this down, you know. This might be a stroke of luck. 77 rated centre-back. 76. 86, Zeno de Bast. 76. 82, Isaac Hien. 80 rated Marcao. I'm going to turn that down. If they had European football, then I think it would have been I don't have much of a choice. But because he's my captain, and because Sevilla aren't even barely top half, if that, in La Liga, I'm going to turn that down. We just got very lucky in that regard. Very lucky indeed. Pre-season tournament upcoming. We'll go for the one with the most money. Thank you very much. We're not going to get that lucky with some other bids in this window, I feel. But for the time being, we have been able to keep hold of one of our best players. Oh, that was very lucky. Right. Where's my spreadsheet gone? There it is. Play wages will have changed now because we've signed Bowie too. So play wages is now 503,195. 503,195. Shirt sales 715,000, which turns into 367.5. 367,500. Well done, brain. We've sent out scouts, Daniel, yes. 1.43 million again, and a random 3.1 for the star signing debut of Lancashire. Wow. Okay. That was the same, and then we need another shirt sales. And that is going to be, well, half of 3.14 million is 1.57 million. Half of 1.57 million, 1,570,000 is 790,000. 157 is 785? Yeah, 785. If I've got any sort of superpower, it's half decent basic arithmetic, half decent basic mental arithmetic. Thank you for the follow, Dan Boy. Leeds have bid for Hoya. Leeds can get screwed. They're a fellow Premier League side. They survived the drop last year, but only just. And with obviously no interest in letting Hoya go to what may well be a relegation rival this year. I haven't added our new signings into the team yet. I'll do that before our first match day of the season, which is Tottenham Hotspur, by the way. I don't think I've shown you our calendar yet, have I? The start to the season was pretty rough. Spurs away, Liverpool at home, followed by West Ham and Aston Villa. You think that's difficult? Wait till you see our run-in. We are very much going to have to hope that by the end of April, we are safe, because our last 4 games of the season are Newcastle, Man United, Liverpool and Tottenham. So if we're not safe by Newcastle at home, I fear we might be getting relegated. But who knows what's going to happen between now and then. Oh, I'm still in a position. What have we got left financially? 40 million in the transfer budget, 40,000 still. So same financial position as previous. The bank balance is obviously changing week on week as we earn match tickets from... Not match tickets, as we earn shirt sale revenue. 3 updated scout reports. We won't show you the scout reports at the moment. We are searching for a Japanese winger, for a Brazilian central player, and for an Ivorian striker. That's where our youth scouts are out this year. Obviously, we'll have our youth intake in March, and hope that now a triple set of 4-star scouts can find a couple of worldies for us. That would be the dream. But that dream probably won't come true. We might need 5-star scouts in our second season in the Premier League if we survive to be able to get those worldies in. But we hope, we dream. Longos is now going to take that Defender Plus, and he will still grow to 80 rated in a little bit, which is superb. And that's a role for one of the youth players, which is great for him. He's still 50 rated, so that's not great for us. Hello! We have to hope that he's still there come March. Yuma Ryusaki. Please still be there come March. Jordan, thank you very much for the raid of 4, my friend. Welcome in everyone that's come across from Jordan's stream. Join us in the first episode recording of the new season of the RTG. $13. Wow. No, thank you. And Ivorians, holy moly. We're searching for strikers, and the first one it gave me was a left winger, and we got a right winger here too. Well, none of those are superb, are they? Yeah, all good, thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it, mate. Not calendar, budget. Spend tracker. 1.15 million. Have we done that one before? Don't know. 1.15 million is 575,000. Half of 575. Thank you, Ben. 287,500. Thank you very much. Saves me the mental arithmetic on that occasion. Ah, they have the roll in their possible positions. Yeah, I did think that was probably going to be the case. Season ticket sale, right. Player wages and shirt sales done. Season ticket sales, and that figure for us this season is going to be a whopping £4.693 million. 4,693,566. 4,693,566. £4.7 million from season ticket sales. Lovely jubbly indeed. Bank balance is now nearing 70 million. The more money we make, the less we will feel the blow of losing money for the stadium. Got Premier League branding on the menus now. We're going to go and play Tottenham. I might call the episode after Tottenham, to be honest. I know we've only got Liverpool after that for deadline day, but we could do Liverpool, deadline day, and West Ham in the next episode and factor in your guys' feedback for what currently is going to be a potential loanee winger and potential left back. I don't know whether you guys will decide whether you think I should or shouldn't sign a permanent starting left back better than Adaramola. I'm not sure on that front at this particular moment in time. So do let me know in the comment section if you think we should look to sign a permanent starting left back. I'm apprehensive too, partially from a financial point of view as well. Obviously, we need to factor in everything else that's supposed to come later in the season. The 25 million for Mikic even, and the 18 million for the stadium. So I might even look for a loanee left back. Might be a loanee starter left back potentially, but a loanee left back. I'll wait and see what you guys think on that front. I'm going to go and sort squad numbers out, starting lineup out, and then we will play the first game of a new season, which will be Tottenham Hotspur. Home or away? Away. Welcome to the Premier League. That can have 6. Well, can have 4. Hoyer 5. Longos is 5. Maybe we give Bulat 10. We'll give Bulat 10. And Lowell can have 6. Giovanni's just going to have to make do with that, I think. I'll give him 27. Because that's his age. Forward 7, Canado 11, Lancashire 9, Bowie. What was Bowie when he was last with us? Can you remember? Afternoon, Reese. How are we, lad? Let's go and have a look at an old episode, shall we? We're on the game. League is Monaco. If Leicester would be willing to let us
starting lineup for now. Horn is, unless we get bids, he'll still be, but obviously they're both
Bowie was
at risk of being poached.
number 16. Bowie was 16. So Bowie can have number 16. Right, starting. I will need to sort assignments out, etc. as well. I am going to take Giovanni out for Clarkson. I'm going to swap Bulat and Clarkson round as well. Stevenson for Mikic. Then Collier out there for Van der Haar. Jackson. Oh. Jackson for Bowie and Giovanni for Schröder. Right, so that's our lineup at the beginning of the season. That's our bench. Bulat box to box, wing it, inside forward, target forward. Box to box plus, playmaker. And assignments. Captain Longhorse. We'll put Curve. We'll put Clarkson on one side and Bulat on the other. Bulat can take corners though. Yeah, Clarkson has 92 finishing, which is absurd, really, isn't it? Right. Let me just double check finances as well. I think we're ready to go and play the first game of the season. That is. We'll see, and then the season ticket, so it's just one more player wages and thingy. Still 503195, correct? Correct. Right. Let's go and play. Actually, I need a wee. I'll go for a quick tinkle, and then we shall play Spurs. And it would be classic FC if we do end up winning. BRB. let the cat out instead of my bloody house keys in my pocket. Ba-dum, ba-dum, psh. If you're at Korean region, yeah, let's have a look, shall we? Ready? Iñaki Williams. Oh, sorry, Nico Williams. Manor Solomon. Can Gabri Vega play left mid? Yes, Gabri Vega out there then. Divine. Gravenberg, Bissouma. Surprised that Divine's up at 81 rated. Enciso, Bissouma. Gravenberg. Edison in goal for Spurs. Ashton is the best right back they have. 74 rated regen. Can Nuno Mendes play at right back? What's his weak foot? 4-star. Play Nuno Mendes at right back. And then Reguilon at left back, maybe? What's Reguilon's weak foot? 3-star. And Mawissa. Unwaneri at Spurs. Unwaneri at Spurs. Arsenal fans spinning. Spinning. We actually won it yesterday, Reese. Don't think you're quite ready for something at Tottenham, and it's got nothing to do with their starting lineup. Edison in goal for them, which is a surprise, certainly, of course. Nuno Mendes at right back, Ronald Araujo, Christian Mawissa, and then Sergio Reguilon at left back. Gravenberg at centre mid, alongside Julio Cesar in Enciso and Yves Bissouma. Nico Williams on the right, Samu at striker, the guy that was at Southampton, of course, and Gabri Vega on the left. Not the shock. Ready for the shock? Arsenal fans spitting. Ethan Nwaneri is at Spurs in this save. LOL. I'm going to put that on Twitter just to troll Arsenal fans. I think I just screenshotted Reguilon instead. Sorry, Gunners, but your man's in the other half of North London now. Best stadium we've played in. Probably worst scoreline we've received. What we're looking for, that one. Apparently he's in the midst of another scandal, yes, Davidenko. I haven't seen anything confirmed anywhere, though. Right back for you to sign in your career mode in Season 8. What league, Toby? We kick off in the Premier League for the first time. It's game on at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in rather soggy conditions. We have a number of debutants in the side today and some... Jesus Christ, that spun like a motherfucker. Some very regular and familiar looking players. Obviously, Lancashire now playing against his former team here. And potentially, if that had fallen kindly, scoring against his former team. Not yet. Thank you, Edison, though, for throwing that straight off the pitch. This has been a very strange start to the game. Ford will deliver, looking for Canada at the back post, finding only the goalkeeper. Oh, nearly threw it straight to Leighton Clarkson. That was weird. And Ciso. Nico Williams. Nuno Mendes. Nico Williams. Samu. Offside. Oh. Okay, he closed that gap down a bit quicker than I thought he was going to. Finish, Gabri Veiga. We've switched the nets to tight in the menus. Doesn't look like it's visually any different, but you do get that net ripple when the ball goes in, which sounds great. Especially when someone bangs it top bins like that. Gabri Veiga with a ridiculous finish to start things off in the Premier League. That's as good a first-time shot as you're likely to see all season, and we've only just begun. Lowell. Kanadu. Here's Mikic. Looking for and finding Kanadu. Took it in his stride very well, but Mawissa got there first. And Ciso. Nico Williams. Adam Ramola stands firm. Overran it a little bit. Oh my lord. Play took that under his spell was ridiculous. Nico Williams driving all around the outside of me at the moment. Still going. Oh, Samu the finish. Nico Williams is just too quick. Fully expecting him to try and drill it into the middle at some point. He just ran all the way around the outside of everybody. And the finish from Samu, the precision to find the far post with keeper and striker stood in front of him. I mean, he has kicked it through his own leg, which is part of the problem. I can't believe the pace of Nico Williams. And, yeah, watch. Through his own standing leg, but it's still a hell of a goal. 2-0 after 19 minutes. Welcome to the Premier League ×2. Willian Leighton. Clarkson's done brilliantly to win that back. Looking for Lancashire. Not quite able to find him, but Lancashire's won it back. And Kanadu. Kanadu up against Reguilon is going to be our best chance of doing something, but I tell you what, passing's going to have to be a bit bloody better than it has been so far from a number of players. Well up Mikic. He's won that rather nicely indeed. Clarkson inside to Lowell. Across to Bulat. Bulat needs runners. Lancashire wasn't really running anywhere. And when he did run somewhere, Ronald Araujo just took it straight off me. Right, note to self, Nico Williams will probably just look to run all the way around you, Ches. And of course this time he does cut inside. Samu. Couple of ball rolls. Give me it back. Well in Bulat. Clarkson forward. Kanadu. Reguilon's away. Out of position. Can we beat Mawissa here? Yes. Lancashire. Lancashire! Good save by Edison to deny us our first goal at Premier League level. And Lancashire, the first goal in the Premier League for him this season against the side we just bought him from and loaned him from last year. Well in Lowell. We're doing all right. It's just that Tottenham are better. But let's be honest, this isn't necessarily the sort of fixture we'd be expected to get points from anyway, is it really? Now Reguilon's trying to run all the way around the outside of everyone. Gabri Veiga, we say no to you, sir. Clarkson forward. Some good football here. I'll lift this, looking for Kanadu. It was rather slow to pick up the pace. And Mawissa comes across. Mawissa seems like he's very good for an 82 rated player thus far. Clarkson, Bulat, Lancashire. Look for Kanadu. just onside. Lancashire again. Not quite got the angle for Ford. Oh, he's offside as well. Well, Lancashire's had a couple of chances, but Edison has been equal to everything so far. Malui, thank you for the follow, mate. Toby's in the Premier League and Champions League with Norwich. Chat, have you got a right back suggestion for Toby in the Premier League and Champions League? You're 3 months tired crying when you told him about one area. Mikic, lol, yeah. Have a look at Mikic in season 8. He's probably grown quite well, to be fair. Are you serious? Yes, apparently they are. That was ridiculous. Gabri Veiga. Bissouma. Gabri Veiga. Good save. Bergström. Not really much Lucas could have done with the first 2 goals that Tottenham scored, so nice to see him make a save from something that was a bit more straightforward. We flicked that away well. And Mikic, the right back, is my most forward player here, frustratingly. Support is arriving slowly. Clarkson has Kanadu on the right. Oh, that's such a heavy touch. Such a heavy, tired, lazy touch. 2-0 down at half-time. Lima, Lima, Toby is the suggestion. Julian Ryerson as well. That would be nice, wouldn't it, Charlie? It is a fullback most of the time, yeah. Gabri Veiga. Picked off by Goya. Wow. And Clarkson. Bulat bursting. It wasn't a great ball from Mr. Clarkson, who has been underwhelming with passes thus far. Shaq Ford looks to drive inside. Here is Bulat. And Clarkson now. See what that 92 finishing's all about. Nope, we won't see what that 92 finishing's all about because he's not got the ball anymore. Gimme. Well in. Oh, the wow caught on it by Enciso. Lovely reverse pass. Nico. Good save, Bergström. Stopping them scoring a third. Jesus Christ, stopping them scoring a third. Get out, please. Anyway, we'll do in that situation. Just put my foot straight bloody through it. It's Reguilon. And Gabri Veiga now. And Nico Williams. Good block by Goya. Bulat spinning well. Looking to get away and does so. Can't find Lancashire though, but Lancashire's stolen it away from the defender. Ford is going, and he's going to be onside here, but let's be honest, Nuno Mendes is going to be quicker than him. Oh, trying to work it to Lancashire, but couldn't quite do it. And now immediately on the counter-attack they might be in if it weren't for a great tackle, I thought, by Goya. Ben White to Liverpool confirmed top left. Might be Bowie time soon, actually. Have a look back heel. Let's try to slow Samu up here. We've done well. Well to Clarkson. Inside. That was a better ball. Bulat. Shaq Ford. Onside. Mendes uses pace against him. Thanks, shit. Where to go? That's the question. I've got nowhere is the answer. Wow, looking for Kanadu, picked off. Falls back to me kindly. We're going to have to slow things down, I think, this year in the Premier League, if we're to really find anything to come to fruition for us. Win that Bula. And they've both jumped for it, they've both missed it, and it's Encisa that comes away with it. That's unfortunate. Only 2-0 still. We are drawing the second half thus far, which is a good showing. And before Samu scores, no, he's offside. Now it's Bowie time, I think. Wickets to Wadsworth. Gabe Wadsworth on the pitch for Bradford City in the Premier League. Looking for Kieron Bowie. Back at the club in the Premier League with us now. Is Lancashire onside? No. Gorgeous built move. But didn't quite time the pass well enough. Half of him was offside. Zuma through the gap. Gravenberg. It's the first time I think I've mentioned Gravenberg in the game so far. Samu has just bullied the right back there and he's injured him. Are you serious? Bergson with a great second save. He bullied me so hard there, Samu, that he's actually injured the right back. He's just flattened him, bulldozed him. Gabe does well to step away. But then Basuma gets the better of him. That's no surprise, really. That's a good ball too. Vega. Inside. Here's Samu again. Shooting wide. Still 2-0. We have drawn the second half 0-0 thus far, which is an improvement on that first half. And to be fair, we can't really be too disheartened from this performance. We've shown quite a bit of positive forward play. It's a shame we haven't been able to get a goal. But Mikic has recovered from that knock, thankfully. Yeah, shame we haven't been able to get a goal, but still. Got to be pleased enough with the way that the game went. Really, for our first showing in the Premier League against a side that good. 2 top quality goals. And then we were able to deal with them. Still lost, though. Oh, come on, load. Don't like the way the game's been doing this a lot recently. Console Mikic, I think, is what we'll do. Hopefully he's not injured for too long. We'll encourage Clarkson. He did see a lot of the ball. He didn't really do too much with it. If I'm completely honest. Leighton Clarkson, a couple of good passes, a couple of quite poor passes, actually. We are bottom of the table. However, quite a few teams lost. Wow, was it? Oh, it was very nearly an even split. On the opening match day, there were 9 games that ended in victory for someone and only 1 draw between Chelsea and Everton, a goal apiece. Arsenal won 3-1, Liverpool won 3-1. Spurs are third, West Ham and Burnley join us in the relegation zone. Well, quite literally for us at the moment, the only way is up. But hopefully we will be able to go up. We've got Cup Gaming It's Crew to come in the next episode as well, although we'll sim that. And we will play West Ham just after deadline day as the second game of the episode. So, what do I do at left back? What do I do at left back? YouTube comment section. Do we loan someone? Do we sign a free agent? Do we not bother and hope that Stevenson can do the job and Odur can fill in at fullback? We have that option. He is going to be capable enough of doing something. Certainly. But overall, I think I'm happy with the window. We're not massively better than last year, but there is going to be growth in the squad this year again, so we will improve as time goes by. Adramola we could maybe improve upon, but unsure. He's only been here a year as the starting right back. Saying that, Stevenson's been here 2, I think. And he's been replaced as well. In fact, Lucas Stevenson might have joined us at the beginning of last season as well, and we've improved on him already. Stevenson, how many games have you played for me? Luca, he's joined at the beginning of season 5, so he has been here 2 years, Lucas Stevenson. So that's fair enough that we've upgraded on him. Maybe you feel like we can upgrade on Adaramola. Our financial situation is not a precarious one, but certainly one that's going to take a bit more thought than just looking at it and seeing what money we've got. Because we've got the extra transfer fee for Mikic to factor in and the stadium payments as well. I'm pleased enough with the window. And overall, I don't think we were that bad against Spurs. So I think I'm pleased enough with the performance as well. It sucks that we got Liverpool next too, but hopefully we'll be able to improve in performance. Fingers crossed the weather's better as well. It still felt like there was some dodgy touches and passes in that game, despite the fact we've supposedly turned weather effects off, which is an intriguing one. But I'll just double check the settings to make sure they are still set to off, quite frankly. No, it's turned the weather effects on again. What are you doing that for, game? I turned those off. All right, excellent. Well, that's why it felt like shit in the rain then. Okay, moving forward, we will be better, hopefully, in wet weather conditions. I don't know why it did that. I turned them off. Regardless, Bradford versus Liverpool will be the game that we start with tomorrow. But will there have been any new signings beforehand? You guys will decide. This episode will have been uploaded slightly early to allow me the time to go and record the episode before the end of the day for tomorrow. But that's all for today. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I should next time you see me have a fixed new headset rather than this broken one. And I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, did I ads? Fair enough. It's so close to snapping all the way through. So close. So close. It's so close it is. Right, let's just double check finances then. Payoffs episode note, he just went out banging. Spend tracker, travel costs. We're now doing travel costs at 100%. And shirt sales. And shirt sales. 4.93 is 2.465. 2.465 is 1.23250. 1,232,500. And then the other one, oh, we've had that before. What's that one? Banging. So the bank balance is now over 70 million. And thus far this season, we've presumably made a substantial loss. We have indeed. But that's because we spent 39 million in the transfer window and haven't sold anyone. Right, let's have a look at... today's video is literally just gone live. So I'll tweet that now, actually. Doobie 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 doo. Hello, Meow. How are you, mate? Appreciate you still showing the support on the videos when you've not been able to make a stream. To give you a quick roundup to get you up to speed before we move any further. We have signed Lancashire from Spurs for 12 million. We've signed Sam Tickle from Wigan for 3.1. Leighton Clarkson from Aberdeen for 13. Kieron Bowie is back from Hoffenheim for 11 million. Van der Haar is in as a free agent. And we've signed Noah Mikic on a 1-year loan to buy from Union Berlin, which will cost us £25 million at the end of the season. Outside of that, that's us done, I think. We do have the potential to bring in left back. We do have the potential to bring in other squad players as well, like Holm, who can play really in pretty much any position. I wonder if I could loan in Holm. No, our player's contract is too short. Fair enough. Gaetano has signed for Fulham, and Dewsbury Hall has signed for Wolves. There you go. Daniel, you wanted to know about Dewsbury Hall? Cisse has signed for Feyenoord, and Husic has signed for Montpellier. Mulder has gone to Everton. They were the free agents on our list, so no free agents available now that were previously on our shortlist. Tickle is not starting. No, Tickle is back up to Bergstrom. Just resave. I feel like Holm would be a good signing, I agree. It's not. No. It's Sam. Sam Tickle. Hey, Wandererman. How are you, mate? Thanks for joining us. Right. Let me save that footage. I did stop the recording, didn't I? Yes. Rename RTG S71. Episode 7. Season 7. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, Jeff. Vote for the... In fact, that vote will be live now, won't it? The vote for... The... Journeyman is live. Where's that video in my sub box? Refresh, Ches. There it is.
Welcome back.
So the vote for the Journeyman is now live. Let me copy a link and pop it in chat for you. No, we're not. Oh, wow, that's weird. Ignore that. Why will it not let me delete? Not pin, you twat. It won't. I can delete other people's messages, but I can't delete my own. Ads, have you got? Can you delete those? Please, if you've got the capability. I presume that link doesn't actually link you where it needs to go. Oh, it does. Well, the link works, but this is a shorter one. A streamer's messages cannot be deleted. All right, sorry, chat. Ignore that. This is the vote that you're voting on. Where we go next in the Journeyman: the Belgian Pro League, the French Liga, the Dutch Eredivisie, the Portuguese Premier League, or the Turkish Super League. Vote's been live about 3 hours, and thus far, we look like we might be headed to Portugal or France, although it is very close. Very close indeed. Votes are literally coming in live as we look at it. Although that'll be you guys, won't it? Game ads. So very close indeed at the minute between the top four. Safe to say we will not be going to Turkey. Probably not, Ben, at this rate. Probably not. What teams are available for Turkey? Everyone but Gala, Fener and Besiktas. In Portugal, it would be everyone other than Sporting, Benfica and Porto. Eredivisie will be everyone other than PSV, Ajax, Feyenoord and RZ. Liga, everyone other than PSG, Monaco, Lyon and Marseille. Although we might move to... Actually, no, Lyon and Lille might have been options, or it was Lille and someone else in 5th and 6th, depending on what people put in the comments section, actually. At the minute, the Portuguese league is winning, but only just by 2 votes. 281 votes thus far. Yeah, Tonali's been investigated for more match fixing back when he was in Serie A, supposedly. I've not seen it confirmed anywhere on my timeline, but if multiple people are saying it, it means that the news is relatively widespread, doesn't it? Means you have to work 8 to 5 instead of 9 to 5 for the rest of the week, but Friday afternoon makes it worth it. Absolutely. I agree, Reese. Good way to go about it. Well, I'm just going to go and have a quick toilet break, chat, and then it'll be the time to actually try and put the wheel together, ready for tomorrow's stream. BRB. Hello. Switch to this one. I mean, in fact, I might as well just switch to this, mightn't I? Not that you want to see this up close. God, the hair's fucking state, isn't it? Check IRL F1 Discord when you get the chance. Looking. IRL F1 Discord. Checking rear wing flexibility, one imagines. That's funny, that. We're still looking for a left back and a lonely left back and potentially a lonely winger. Meow. What is the thing that's on here? Is it the alert box or alerts botrix? Okay. What one do I want? That one, just camera. Sources, alert box, add source. No. Sources, it will be browser source, alerts botrix. There we go. That one. There we go. Right, let's get this wheel plugged in then, shall we? Let's see if we can sort this out. I'm going to take the headset off for the time being. Oh, I've got so much shit on this fucking... Oh god, I'm running over my phone cable. Don't break, please. Thank you. It's not until we get the wheel out that I... God, look how flat my hair is. It's not until we get the wheel out that I realise just how desperate this office is needing for a tidy. Office is absolutely begging for a tidy. You probably can't see. Oh no, yeah, look. It was less wobbly than it was. Just need to tighten up, that's all. Handles are a bit wobbly too, but that's mainly because... Oh god, that's so stiff. Yeah, let me see if I can tip the... Actually, if I lower the desk, you'll probably see what's going on, can't you? Just double check it's not going to break anything, which it nearly did just then. Excuse me. Is that gonna... No. Are we gonna... Maybe. That's it. Oh god, that's as low as it goes now. The brake pedal's so stiff. That's going to be intriguing. Right, effectively all I want to do at the minute is just plug the wheel in and then get the settings right. So I just want to plug it in more so than anything else at the moment. So that's pedals. And you want the wheel itself. Oh. Thankfully it's got buttons on it. Well, rephrased, not buttons. It's got button covers on it. The ones we were using at EA the other Cody's the other day, all these buttons were blank. They didn't have like symbols on, so initially it was just pot luck as to figuring out what the fuck it actually was that you were trying to do. So that's the wheel that we're about to put on to use for tomorrow. Fanatec Club Sport something? No, F1. It's the F1. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's low. I just went to use my keyboard. I was like, where is it? Hello, I don't fit anymore. Fanatec. No, that's Fanatics jersey. Yeah, it's a Club Sport. It's the. Oh, I've just moved it onto the screen that you now can't see. Hang on. It's this, the Fanatec Club Sport Racing Wheel F1. That's what we're plugging in at the minute. It's a direct drive wheel, so I should be able to get significantly more feedback from the force feedback than we have been getting with or did get with the old one. That's effectively what I'm plugging in at the minute. Or will be. When all this shite is out of the way. Anyone want a EA Sports FC foot birthday kit? Still in its bag at the back of the office. I'm never going to get out the fucking room at this rate. I've got so much shit in this office. So much shit. Dartboard stuff. Want an Oki sticker? No? Don't think so. What are you? Scrumble with Xbox kit. Go back in the bag. The shorts. I've got the other Scrumble with Xbox kits on the rail actually. Might actually have to add that to those. Add it to the rail. That's what it's there for. Cambridge United scarf. CPU, not CPU. PU, power unit for computer. Well, yes, technically CPU. You can go down there. What does it do with that top? Get another hanger. Where's the Scrumble with Xbox stuff? Footwears. There we go, Scrumble with Xbox. They are lovely kits, these Fresh Ego Kids Scrumble with Xbox ones. Really lovely kits. Sadly, this year was the first year I had to get an XL, not just a large, because Dad Bod has developed. Well, the Dad Bod was already there, the Dad Bod has extended, basically. Yeah, it's the gifted wheel that EA sent for F124 launch last year. If anyone wants to buy this wheel, it is available for sale, or will be when I can eventually put it on fucking eBay. Which will be soon now though. Which is the Type Sport Universal Wheel Hub Rim. Reese, you want it? Reese, you want to buy a new wheel? Reese, I know you're on Xbox. Proper quick release on that one compared to your quick release. We have to unscrew and then twist. Oh really? Even these old ones are just quick release like that. You want mates rates, Reese? Mates rates. Oh, what are you, Thrustmaster? Presumably then. Or Logitech? You've not got Logitech. You've got Logitech 293 or something. Oh god. So much stuff. I've literally don't know where to begin to put this. It's just gonna have to go on this chair, isn't it? Thrustmaster TX, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. Tomorrow morning is going to be spent cleaning. F124 poster, piece of paper. Yes. Probably shouldn't lose this stuff, should I? Considering it's related to this wheel. I do desperately want a new play seat as well, to be fair. I don't want this Red Bull Esports one anymore. I want a new one. So if there's any company out there that would be willing to do some sort of brand deal for a play seat or for a rig, I am all ears, lads, all ears. It's going to be hot tomorrow as well, isn't it? I'm probably choosing a terrible day to start using this rig. Never mind. Do that at least so I can get in. Right. Christ. It's not even plugged in yet. Oh, you're still waiting for Thrustmaster to release a direct drive on Xbox. Fair enough. I can't even get the wheel to go on. I'm putting it on upside down? Can't be putting it on upside down, surely. Doesn't have an upside down and a right way up. No, I was putting it on upside down. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. How wobbly is that? Oh my god, very. And that's why boy needs a new ring, and that's why boy needs a new ring. It might be that's not tight enough. I don't know if either, to be fair. do need to do is move the pedals. It's a 3-pedal one, so the brake is. I'm either going to have to use the clutch as the brake, which actually might be easier for trail braking, or I'm going to have to move the brake to where the clutch is, so that the central column isn't in the way of my brake pedal. Oh, good. That's something that's going to be joyous tomorrow, isn't it? Do you need tightening up? Is that why it's wobbly? I can't even turn that. So that says to me, that's not going to go any tighter, and that's just going to be bloody wobbly. Unless I bring it back towards me a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Does anyone want ME? Because it's fucking shit for doing physical stuff. Jesus wept. I can't even undo the cunt. No, the clutch isn't that stiff. I mean, it's not floppy, but it's not stiff, you know what I mean? It's got a bit of resistance to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is not going well. This is why you need a body that works. I know this is great viewing for you, isn't it? Absolutely stunning viewing. Watching the top of my head bob around. I apologise for my inability to do anything physical. This is why we don't use the wheel very often. Also, might be just because it's as far as it fucking goes. I don't want you to move. I'm not supposed to move. Bloody Lord. This is so goddamn heavy. True, less feel for trail baking. Not going to feel the pedal as much, are you? It's going to be a real pain in the arse for me. It's going to take like an hour's worth of fiddling just to get the fucking pedals off, I think. It's going to be tonight's job, isn't it? Or tomorrow morning's job. Before we even started fucking driving anything. Right. Let's plug you in now. We can at least get the settings sorted. Or at least ensure that the thing is on and working. Then that's half a battle today, isn't it? at desk, just one at desk. Desk. Oh, bloody me. In theory, that should be on then. Where is that cable going to be, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question, isn't it? Where is that cable going to be? I thought everything I needed was down here. Well, we're on. Ah, it's going to be the one that I'm using for the controller, isn't it? Well done, Ticket. Steady, steady. Ready? We're going to get a dung doodle. We are going to get a dung doodle. Is that dung doodle actually going to mean anything then? That's the question. Fanatec control panel. Oh god, now my legs don't work. Ah. Initializing wheelbase settings, please wait. Oh, holy moly. Please initialize. Quicker than you're initializing. How long does it take to initialize? Take the headset off. It's gonna fucking break any second anyway, isn't it? Oh, it's 20 to 4 already. Fucking hell. I need to go offline at 5 to 4. Well, the fan's going because it's going. Double chair stream. I know, tell me about it. Chairnoid does have a twin. Double chair, double Davidenki. Look, there he is. Whee. It keeps. Yeah, double me and all with the. Oh, which one am I going? That one. Keeps like flicking with something and then going back to initializing wheelbase settings. Like that. It flicks to club sport something and then stops again. Is that normal? Is that not normal? I don't know. Let me turn that off. Download the latest drivers. Error 404 page not found. Oh good. That's good, isn't it? It's going well, chat, isn't it? I have a funny feeling this is going to take longer than I hoped it would do. Don't you? Oh, what's my... I don't know whether I'm pretty sure I'm a 64-bit, but I don't want to download the wrong one. Oh, Christ. System information. 64-bit, thank you. That one, please. It's getting warm in here, chat. Getting warm. Yeah, I don't know anyone that ever... Oh, I need to close FC apparently. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anyone that ever has had a 32-bit. Finish. You must restart your system for the configuration changes. No, I'll manually restart later, thank you. Oh, good. Right, phonetic device not found, that's fine. Plug that back in. Look at that! We got stuff! It knows where it is! Oh god. God, I can't even push the pedal to 100%. Bloody hell. I'm probably just going to use the clutch as a brake pedal, to be honest. That is stiff, mate. And wobbly, apparently, as well. Which is excellent. Yeah. Opinions on using clutch as brake pedal. What about my right leg? I think I've just used the clutch as a brake pedal, lads, to be honest. Is that not the done thing? Well, I know it's not the done thing, but is that drastically uncommon? Yeah, I could just change the brake linearity, I guess. Oh my lord, 540 it's set to. That's going to be too big, isn't it? What am I going to want instead of 540? Like 400 really, aren't I? Yep. 540 is quite high, to be fair. I'm used to using 400 with the F1 game whenever I've used the rig before. Hello? Where have you gone now? Oh, there we go. No, not mouse, steering wheel. Christ. Yeah, 400 or 360. How do I... calibration? Oh no, I don't want to... tuning menu. I guess I can do. I can probably do that in iRacing though, right? I can change it from 540 to 400 in iRacing, I presume. Or do I have to do it on the Fanatec settings? I don't know. I assume I can just do it in iRacing. This is effectively what we're going to be doing tomorrow morning or tomorrow lunchtime before we figure everything out. Tomorrow is going to be like a get everything set up for the next few weeks stream, and maybe a couple of races, and then take it from there. I think, isn't it? When I'm actually sat in the thing with it fully pushed under the desk. Rose, thank you for the follow, mate. Yeah, 4.8 Newton meters is probably more than enough. Well, we're in and we're on. That's the most important thing, isn't it? We're in and we're on. So I'll look into moving the pedals tonight if I can. If I can't, then so be it. We'll just use the clutch as a brake pedal. It's not like I'm a top level driver, is it, where I'm going to need that extra precision. What's combined pedals? I don't even know what combined pedals is. What I can just... The clutch doesn't do the same job as the brake, but obviously in game I can just bind the brake to the clutch. Because I'm not going to need a clutch, because everything I drive will have a manual gear shift. And if I need a clutch, then I can just bind it to a button on the wheel, can't I? Because that's going to be missions to get those pedals off there, isn't it? Yes. I think the objective decision is that I'm just going to use the clutch as a brake pedal. Basically, I think. I presume. I don't know how to switch modes with it, to be honest. I don't know how to switch modes. It's in PC mode. Probably because it's plugged into a PC. Probably auto changes, doesn't it? Because it knows what it's plugged into. Basically, I'm just going to do some YouTube video watching, aren't I, really, effectively? Shift to tab, show. Juicy fit with the toggle buttons, then pull. Left on the power to fit. No, it's fine. I'll do a force feedback strength test tonight as well. Well, effectively, I think I just need to test the wheel tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be okay. Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is that. And in the meantime, I'll have a tidy up. Fucking hell. I've got away so long without tidying shit in the office, but now I want to use the rig again. I've got to tidy up shit in the office. God damn it. Right, that is going to be us for today, chat. And then tomorrow the plan is to do some racing, do some iRacing as a plan tomorrow. So hopefully that goes well. If it doesn't, then maybe we'll just do some F1 Open lobbies on Xbox. Thank you very much for watching today, guys. I appreciate it very much. I will see you